I'm here. Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I don't even know what I'm smiling for because you know what? At the end of the day, it's a drastic state of affairs, and we're going to talk about it. Let me just put this link here. I'm going to put this link in the chat now. Let's grab this one. Let's grab my mouse. And put the link in the chat. Okay. Cop fathers in the building, you know. Right, links in the chat. If anybody wants to come in and have their say and just have a chat, they can do so. Big up Cop Father in the building. He says Slot is not able to adapt to the league, so it's time to go. That's a fair point. Very fair point. I should be having man like JP coming on as well, and we're gonna have a chat. And look, if anybody else wants to come on, they can do so. The link is there in the chat. So yeah, just jump on. Okay, the game today, Liverpool lost 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest, and to be fair, we looked pretty well for it. And to be honest, we looked pretty well for it. It's kind of hard because what it was in the beginning, we showed promising signs, but we didn't score any goals. They defended most of our attacks. And let's start with the lineup. Let's start with the lineup first. Let's start with the lineup because the lineup was as follows. And I don't understand this, don't get this, but this is what the lineup was. The lineup was. Oh, JP's in the building. Yes, I bring you in just now. Right. So basically, the lineup was Alisson came back in. You had Curtis Jones as right back, even though we had two right backs on the bench. Also, Kanate, Rabi's in the building as well. Okay, listen. I'm going to bring them in. I'm going to bring them in now, right? I'm literally going to bring them in now. What's 1 and 2? Right. Okay. Hello, guys.
Big up, Rods.
How you doing? JP, big up yourself.
Yeah, big up JP, man. Respect to you, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yo, I don't know. Listen, yeah. Me and Rods said it last year that Slot isn't good enough for the long term. We were looking at long term. We weren't looking at short term.
Yeah.
We were looking at long term. Like Alex Ferguson, long term.
Yeah.
And we said we saw the cracks forming and we kept getting argument after argument in group chats.
Oh, yeah.
We were getting and we were getting laughed at. But when we now look at us now.
Yeah.
All the people that were laughing at us are Slot out. Even Jamie Phillips, even Jamie Phillips on his channel now, is going Slot out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You know what, Ravi? Yeah, people like Jamie and then they were Slot in. People like Jamie laughed at me and then they were and had banter with me because I was always Slot out from the beginning. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me just touch on this. Yeah, All right, I'm going to touch on a lineup. You tell me if this makes sense, right? Right, you had Alisson in goal. He came back. Fair enough.
Yeah,
he's the number one. Right. Bradley was injured. Bradley's injured, and also Frimpong's injured. So they decided to play Curtis Jones as right back. Yeah, right. Even though they had two right backs on the bench in Gomez and Ramsey. Yeah, Ramsey was on the bench. Yeah, right. The finish off back four was Kanate, Verge, and also you had what's it called? It was called Kirkes. Yeah. So you have four people in there. Yeah. You have four people now. Kirkes, I just don't think Slot plays him right. I just don't think Slot is able to play him right. Yeah.
No, I agree with that.
Right. You got the right back situation. You're putting a midfielder as a right back, although you got two sort of like two right backs on the bench. Yeah, don't make sense. Your midfield at the day, right, was Gravenberch and McAllister. McAllister hasn't played good all season. Yeah. And I would say sort of like Minerals, you know.
Yeah,
I would
man.
say, yeah, hold on one second, bro. I would say at the end of the day, sort of like Gravenberch at the end of the day, he's played all right. He's played all right. Do you know what I mean? So Bosley was in the 10. Salah gets a start again, even though he's been playing the stinkers. He gets a start again. Also, you got Gakpo on the left, which he's not a left winger. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, right. He's not a left winger. And then you got Isak up front. Do you know what I mean? Isak was being the guy that he doesn't get no service from the midfield, right? Do you know what I mean? Doesn't make no sense, the actual sort of like a lineup. Let me read out some of these comments before I go on. Apparently, FSG are giving him till the new year to turn things around.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing on Jamie Phillips' channel.
Yeah, great. Copfather, that was Razza. Big up Razza. Copfather says he has been given the golden ticket and is failing us. No other manager has been backed this much. Fact, especially by FSG. Let me bring in Paul as well.
Yeah. Rods, what I don't understand yet is with this squad that we've got, yeah, how is he not getting the best out of these quality players? These players are not new to football as well.
Because he's got no clue, that's why he hasn't got a clue.
No tactics, blood. Freestyle, blood.
But you know what? For me, yeah, I was never slotting from the first place because I never wanted him from the first place. I could never back a manager I never wanted from the first place.
But he won you the Prem. He won you the Prem, yeah?
Yeah, listen. But when he won us the Prem...
You know what it is in the day,
yeah,
right?
When he won us the Prem, yeah? When he won us the Prem, I thought, our fortunes might be changing around. And then when we got the players in, I thought our fortunes might be changing around. Then when he started doing this haram stuff, I thought, what is he doing? And then he just put all my fears in front of me, and then I thought, like, nah, he's going back to the same old rubbish, and this is why I can't back him, because he's just not improving.
Right, Rabbi, 1 second, yeah. Like Minerals at the day, Minerals, if you're gonna be stupid, yeah, I'm not gonna have you on there. Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna be sensible, I'm gonna have a sensible conversation, right? We'll do that sensible conversation, but don't come in there and start being silly. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not doing a live stream for people to be silly. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've timed you out for a bit anyway. Paul Smith, what are you saying, bro? What's going on?
Oh God. Like the previous fellow, I don't know your name, mate, but I agree with what you said. I wasn't that enthusiastic about Slot before we appointed him, but give him a chance. And the reason why he won the title is because the quality of the Premier League is shit, but the Premier League has been declining in quality for about God knows how many years.
Yeah,
it has. The quality, football in general has been dire, in my personal football. The quality. I mean, I'm slowly falling out of love with the game.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, since 2015, the football has been in dire straits. But like I said, he is committing criminal negligence with his club right now. He's bringing our club into disrepute, and basically, I think it's time for him to go. We can't wait until the new year. We'll be out of the Champions League reckoning by then. Champions League football's going to be virtually impossible, isn't it? And that is vital. Yeah, we can't afford to be out of the Champions League.
What do you think?
Paul, you're speaking facts, man. You are speaking facts, man.
Yeah.
Paul, what
We
do you think he's
can't. We
doing
have to
wrong?
get rid of him. We got to make our minds up now. We can't
Paul,
do
what
it.
do you think he's doing wrong, Paul?
Pardon?
What do you think he's doing wrong? Tell me. Tell me what he's doing wrong.
He's playing players he should be playing. Mo Salah should be on the bench. He should be seeing bench. He should be a squad player now. I mean, he's declined as a player. He's seriously in decline as a footballer. Yeah.
JP,
Also, I think it's not the slot though. I think the appointment of Richard Hughes is also a big mistake as well.
I said that as well.
Yeah, me and Rod both said it.
I said it for a long time. I said he's not just slot. I said it for a long time. He's not just slot. I don't rate the appointment of Richard Hughes. Who is he? What's he done? He's only got
at Bournemouth, wasn't he? He was at Bournemouth, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's only got there because he's at Evans, mate.
There's a chasm between Bournemouth and Liverpool as clubs. He's a small-time operator. He's like a fruit and veg man operating and trying, and you're giving them a job a job as head of Harrods.
I know, innit?
Yeah, job in Harrods. It's not that comparison. You're giving a job in Harrods to run Harrods. He's a fruit and veg man trying to run Harrods. Fuck me, man. That's my comparison anyway. Yeah.
What are you saying, JP? Talk to me. JP, talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, he came in last year. I always, as a Liverpool fan, any manager that comes in, you get him a fair shot. He went over everybody's expectations last year. He won the league. But like, there are certain things I want to see in my manager and the quality that I need as a football fan, and I wasn't seeing it, especially at the turn of this year. Right? It was a lot. Again, echo on this side. That's on me, Rod. So that's.
Yeah. Hold on.
Again,
One second. How's that?
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
That's it's Ravi, isn't it? It's Ravi.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So so I saw a lot of negative or red flags for my manager last year in terms of most of the games when we were under pressure, he didn't produce results, right? So like that, especially at the turn of the year. So I'm talking about like the Aston Villa game. We dropped points in that game. The only reason why it wasn't as bad is because Arsenal dropped points as well. They didn't capitalize.
Yeah.
So every time we were under pressure, the manager couldn't handle the pressure. But the reason why we weren't punished for that was because Arsenal didn't capitalize. In the PSG game, we got battered. At the Parc de France. I was like, okay, cool. Saying we going back to Anfield now. Let we show them who's boss. Come into PSG and Anfield, and they batter us again.
You know what, JP, one second. You know that thing with the Paris Saint-Germain game? Yeah. I agree that we got battered at sort of like at Parc de France, but we won the game, right?
Yeah.
But the second game at Anfield, I don't think we did that bad. We didn't do too good. We didn't do too good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we didn't do too bad.
Yeah. So because remember the reason why we didn't do capitalize on that game is because we had a poor Southampton in Anfield, and he played all the players. He didn't rest. He didn't rotate the squad. So that little extra energy. So that's why I was saying the negativity from the manager. You play in a relegation side like Southampton, and you're not rotating my squad because we have a big game to play on Tuesday. Our manager would have used his player management to give Gravenberch a rest, give Szoboszlai a rest, so that we could go all in on that game. So if we had that little extra energy, we would have won. So those kind of tactics and those kind of managerial decisions he was making had me like, but what this man doing, boy? What really going on here? And it just got worse this season. For me, when I wanted him out this season was when I saw we went to Newcastle. We were down to 10 men and we were outplayed. I was saying, nah, this guy, he clearly don't have a clue. Even though we were winning last minute and stuff, I still wasn't comfortable. I was happy because I was winning. But it was never, I haven't feel comfortable watching Liverpool for the season yet. Every game was either a last minute winner or we losing. Right, so I haven't sit down this season apart from the what the Aston Villa game. I haven't sit down this season and enjoyed watching Liverpool play, and we almost in December, right? So it has to stop for me. I respect anybody who is slotting. I wouldn't disrespect you because that's how you feel, and I will never disrespect people for how they feel. But for me, I have standards. And this is not where we spend over all our money, 400 and something million. And this is what we producing. So yeah, that's just how I feel right now.
Minerals, what are you saying?
Yeah, man, big up, Roz. Yeah, I'm back after a while. You know what I mean? Liverpool, man, where do you guys go from here? Like, like this has been like a swing. I haven't seen this downfall. Like, maybe I have a theory. I think these players, yeah, they're not trying, and that might be a consequence of the results, in it. Like some of these players aren't trying. Like when they play Man City, when they play like the big teams, yeah, like I don't know, like how you played against Madrid, you'll turn up, but it's like against like these Palace and Forest because they play a low block on you, man, and Liverpool struggle against a low block. That's another thing. And Slot has all the options there, but he's not putting the right options in there. And and also it's also a combination of the lack of desire. Do you think you guys should give more accountability to the players? Because last year, when everyone was good, you won the league. This year, like they don't look at it, me.
But what I'm saying is, Slot wants these players to play a certain way. You can't really. I know the players have to take some responsibility as well, but Slot is telling them to play a certain way, isn't he? He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's trying to implement a new style.
But what doesn't help is playing a makeshift team, like shoving Szoboszlai at the back, playing Gravenberch at centre back.
Yeah, two midfielders. Yeah, in as a centre back,
That's what I'm saying.
And a right back, right?
You know, I have an idea. He believes that Joe Gomez and Calvin Ramsey are not good enough.
Well, why would you believe that, though?
You know what
I'm saying from his perspective, though.
Yeah, but why would he? Why would he? It's hard. I understand what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying, right? But why would you believe that sort of like? All right, then you can believe at the day he can believe that Calvin Ramsey might not be good enough, yeah.
Or Joe Gomez,
right? But why would he believe? Joe Gomez is not good enough. I mean, Joe Gomez has been at that club for 10 years. Joe Gomez has won the league and won the league.
But the thing,
hold on, Joe Gomez won the league before.
Rods, you know what it is as well, yeah. Why was he choosing Szoboszlai over Bradley and Frimpong when Bradley and Frimpong were fit? That's what made me angry.
That's another thing. Listen, I'm not trying to justify Slot. You know, for me, if he loses the next couple of games, yeah, he needs to be sacked, innit? Because that would be the worst death.
Bro.
Yeah.
My patience and day with Arne Slot ran out a long time, and this is a point that a lot of Liverpool fans and they
should be sacked now.
Make because what they do and they when it comes to sort of like managers or head coaches, you know what I mean, that sort of like that are not cutting it, yeah, right. They tend to prolong with that person, And then what it does, and then it gets to a certain stage, right? That when the new manager does come in, it takes a long while to repair it. Look how long it took Jurgen Klopp at the day to get us fighting fit. My argument is, right, from the beginning, I didn't want Arne Slot in because it was a situation, and I didn't think he was good enough to take Liverpool to where they was going and where they should be going. Do you know what I mean? I always thought the wheels were going to drop off. Now, what a lot of people got to realize, right? The team that he had, the team that he inherited, was ready to go. It was literally ready to go. Because
100%.
We think about it, the previous season, right? We should have won the league, but it's only because like Klopp come out and said, "Well, look, I'm leaving." You know what I mean, right? That the momentum started to go. Because if you remember, in January we was top of the league. We was top of the league in January. And not many teams at the day in January, that's top of the league at the day, tend to sort of like lose out in the league. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We should have won that league that season. Yeah. Right. Arne Slot's come in, and the only thing that I've seen Arne Slot do at the end of the day, were two things at the end of the day, right? that I've seen Arne Slot do that is different at the end of the day from Klopp, yeah, right? Was one, and he drew back Gravenberch a bit more deeper, yeah, and two, and he held on to possession a bit more longer. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the only thing I see him doing different. Right? You know what? I'll give you a props that day because you won the league that season. I'll give you a props. But I always said as well, yeah, the game changer is going to be what he does this season. This is going to be the game changer for him. And if he cannot bring me the Champions League, if he cannot bring me the league and everything like that, right? Well, then, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not with you. I'm not with it with you. I was with you anyway, but I was going to give you the benefit of that because you won us the league, yeah? Right? Do you understand what I'm saying? But the real test at the day is this season, and he's failing every single time.
He's failing miserably, 100%. You know, one of the wrong things. Let me speak here.
Yeah.
Listen, Mandem. Yeah, one of the things he's doing wrong is meritocracy. You know, dropping a TK. You know, what I'm saying, trying to fit the signings in. Like he has no stability. Another problem with Slot is stability. But again, I still believe that these players have to step up, and if they step up, you can easily make top four. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but top four's not good enough, bro.
No, but Rods, you know what it is as well? What annoyed me? Rods, you know what annoyed me? You know what annoyed me? When he said in a press conference that, yeah, it was okay to bomb out of the League Cup because it's less games to play. That's what really annoyed me as well. And then what he did was, instead of transitioning the players that were bought slowly, like one or two players in, he just threw everyone in and expected it to be like last season.
Let me look at some of the chat, and then I'm gonna look at some of the chat. It is very hard to see what Arne and his coaching staff have been working on. It's facts. That's coming from Oliver James. Also, from Copfather, the biggest problem that I have is there is no style of play, nothing. Facts. It's hard to see what Klopp football is.
I know what slot football is. For me, slot football.
Hold on, one second. Cameron says, "Well, go on, big up, man, big up, Cameron. Love and respect." And Arne Slot moving mad. Yeah, Jasmine. Paul, what do you think at the day, Paul? Right? Is Arne Slot's pattern of play? What is slot football? So, try to explain to me what is slot football.
I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo, mate. There's no identity
at all. Nothing, is there, Paul?
It's non-existent, mate. It's non-existent.
There's no shape, there's no style, nothing, is there?
There's no identity, mate. There's no identity, mate. It's there.
Paul, when you look at the game, yeah. When you look at the team, when you look at us how we play, we're just playing hope and pray football, aren't we? That's all we're doing. We're just playing hope and pray football.
Hold on 1 second. JP, you off or you?
No. I'm saying there is an identity.
Oh yeah, go on, Paul. Go on,
Yeah,
go on,
our
JP.
identity is we concede the first goal every time. That's our identity.
That's it. Listen. Let me be honest here. Let me be honest, Mandem. For me, Slot here. For me, Andy Slot wants Liverpool to be ultra attacking. You know what I'm saying? He wants to outscore the opposition. You know what I'm saying? And he wants the wingers to press. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he, and the problem is Salah has been poor at pressing this season, and Gakpo is too predictable. You know,
Yeah.
and he wants some individual brilliance from Salah and these guys. That's his style of play, and it worked last season.
I wouldn't rely on
I
Salah
don't know
I
how you
wouldn't
can
rely
motivate.
on Salah for
No,
individual
but the
brilliance.
problem is what I find, is why are we building around Salah at Salah's age?
I'm not
Why
saying
is
it's.
why is
I'm
Slot
not saying
building around him at his age? He
because
shouldn't be building around Salah at his age.
One second.
I
Salah
have.
One
shouldn't be the main man anymore. He's not good enough to be the main man anymore.
One second.
Like I said earlier, he should be
Someone Goon
consigned
is
to the
in the
bench.
Someone Goon is in the building. Someone Goon is in the building. Someone Goon says, just want to check in and say Liverpool look like an old man trying to find his glasses. Oh, hey, listen, Someone Goon, if you want to jump in, you could, the link's in the chat in if you want to jump in for a little bit.
He's welcome. But man, them like words, Ravi. Salah is washed. Yeah, I can say that. And the problem is he had a phenomenal season last year, and like Slot thinking that he can do it again. You know what I'm saying? And that could be the problem.
No, it's
But
not.
you know what I'm saying?
It's not
What I'm
really
saying is, Rod, what I'm saying is, you know, the Salahs, the Van Dijks, the Canates, the Robertsons, we're going to have to very soon, we're going to need to find players to replace them. Liverpool fans, a lot of Liverpool fans don't want them to leave. They think they're going to be like Ronaldo, play till they're 40. These players can't play till they're 40. And we need to find players that have to come in and replace them. Whether they're good enough or not, we need to replace those players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you, but the fact is, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, if we keep on playing like this, ain't nobody gonna want to join Liverpool. Do you understand?
What manager is going to want to join as well? What manager is going to want to join?
That's why I say you got to go now.
Exactly. Another reason why Slot is so
I think
safe.
it'd be easier to get a manager, in my personal opinion, because I don't think they could be any worse than the last manager than Slot. So I reckon it'd be easier.
Fair's poor, but like.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Hey, Minos, one second. JP, what are you saying?
Yeah, I agree. Like for me, you can't do worse in this situation than what Slot is already doing. Because we reached that point where you can't even predict where win is coming from, because we starting to lose to teams that we not expected to lose to now. So you know in the past we could have said, Nottingham Forest at home, the 19th in the league. Yeah, Nottingham is not showing football, but you're confident that you could win that game. Now we go into West Ham away. I thinking West Ham was bad all season. They're in a run of form. I'm not sure if we can win that game now. Right? I believe we might scrape through something with PSV in Champions League. But I'm not seeing where the next win in the league coming from now, because we lost to Man U at home. We lost to Nottingham Forest. Our away record is abysmal right now. So where are we going to get the next victory from in the league? And I can't say. And the players not playing for the manager. And I think so.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
But again, this is another question. The players should show pride. as bad as the manager is, you have to step up. That's my problem with modern football. Where is self pride gonna come in? And when are these players getting accountability? You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
Generals, let me just add to that what you're saying there, right? I not, because the players have to be blamed as well. Why I'm saying is the manager, because he is causing the players to not want to play for him. So like somebody for like Etetike, he's the informed striker. There's no way Etetike is supposed to be benching now. No way. Isaac is coming back from injury and he's out of form. So there's only one person who deserves the shirt right now, and that's Etetike. Right? You have Chiesa running his lungs out for the team and only getting 5-10 minutes. Right? So when you see players not being respected by the manager, it will be hard for you to select those players and tell the players to go out and perform for you and run for me or run through a brick wall for me. It's not going to happen. So his player management and his managerial decisions and substitutions is making the players morale drop. And when you have some a workforce moral is dropped, they're not going to perform to the best of the ability. Anywhere in the workforce, it doesn't have to be in football. Anyway, once you have that situation in a workplace, your staff is not going to perform. So I just, all of these is down to the manager. And once the
Yeah,
manager,
but the problem is a few Liverpool players are making mistakes at the back as well, like Konate and Verge. Is that Arne Slot's fault though?
The thing is
yeah, but you're
about it,
setting up in a way to make them feel so.
minerals, right? The thing is about it, and this is what vexes me, right? It's like when anything goes wrong, everybody's so quick to sort of like call out Konate's name, Konate. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not just down to Konate in there. It's the whole goddamn team. The whole goddamn team is rubbish. Do you know what I mean?
And that's the manager's tactics.
The thing is about it is like they're taking their instructions from Arne Slot. Arne Slot's a head coach. He implements the tactics. He tells them how he wants to play in order to win games. Yeah? And what he's implementing, right, is not good. He's playing players like Salah in there when he can simply at the day put Chiesa in there. But Salah seems to always get a game. What has Salah done? What has Salah done this season to deserve to be a starter?
Yeah, nothing. And that's why Salah's worse.
Hold on. The fact is that in the day, right? The buck stops with Arne Slot. The buck stops with him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Now, if he's putting out these players at the end of the day, right, on the pitch and he's implementing his tactics, do you know what I mean, right? And they're not going right. Well, the buck stops with him. You know what I mean? He's not down solely to the players, isn't he? Because the players.
I get it. And it's not sport.
The players
Arne Slot is the one that's doing the tactics. Arne Slot is the one that's telling the players how to play. So
he sets up the team. And he has to take accountability too. But again, like when Salah's missing sitters, for instance, and when Van Dijk is getting twisted up and not blocking, is that Arne's fault?
Arne Slot's telling them how to play. Arne Slot wants them to play a certain way. It's like me telling you, do this, do that, and then you fail at doing this, doing that. It's my instructions that's failing you.
Yeah, so
it's not the players not knowing how to play football. It's the instructions they've been told. They've been told to play a certain way, and they have to play a certain way. It's like when I'm at work, I have to perform at a certain way. If I fail at a certain way, it's down to my manager who's made me do the work the certain way.
Yeah, it's true, and that's another thing. What you got to understand at the end of the day, right, is that the players at the day is only going to take instruction from Arne Slot. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why do you think at the day Klopp? Why do you think at the day Klopp was able to get the best out of the players that he brought in? Yeah, and even the best out of players that were there.
Yeah, it was because of his man management. Arne
Yeah,
Slot,
what
yeah.
Slot,
But there you
what
go.
Klopp
But there you
did,
go. Then, isn't it? You've just answered your own
You
question.
answer your own
what
question.
Klopp did.
But the thing is, yeah. But the thing is, Slot is not your typical man manager. Slot is
Well,
shrewd,
then
and
you've
that's his
answered.
method.
But then you've
What
answered.
Klopp did
You're
well,
asking
yeah.
your question again. You
What
minerals.
Klopp did well was Klopp was able to let players play with freedom, but still want it his way. But Slot isn't doing that, and that's why players are failing. Look at Wirtz. How much of a bad man was Wirtz when he was in the Bundesliga? And when he comes to Liverpool under Arne Slot, he looks like a criminal now, doesn't he?
criminal.
Yeah, he's injured now. Vets, Vets is Vets. It is what it is.
Look
But
at your
again,
team. Look at your team, Minerals. Look at Gyökeres under Amorim at Sporting, because I've been watching Sporting before Gyökeres was even known. Maisie was the one that got me onto Sporting,
Yeah.
and
Big up Maisie.
and Gyökeres before he was even known. When Amorim had him, Gyökeres was a bad man. He was playing with freedom. He was playing with he was trusted so much by Amorim. Amorim was like, yes, play how you want to play, but I'll still tell you how to do. But under Arteta, no. He's playing with like he's got Timberland boots on. He's playing like he's got luggage. Arteta has killed that guy, and he's not giving him the freedom he wants. This is what managers do. Managers want the upper hand and don't want to give the freedom and don't want to trust players. That's why players are looking dead in the Premiership.
Let me read out this thing. Yeah. So information below has come from a trusted source within Liverpool. Arne Slot has till the new year. Currently, he's got the full backing of the club owners, which is pretty significant. The owners are standing by him and are willing to give him until the new year to turn things around. Now, one thing I would say about this, yeah, right before I read the rest, when they say like the owners are standing by him and they're backing him and so forth, that means they're looking for another head coach. Trust me, that means they're looking for another head coach.
yeah, it's PR. You think it's PR, isn't it?
It's PR. So they generally believe he's a top manager, and with the right structure and support now in place, they think he can navigate.
He can manage the thing.
Tough
Is it the dreaded vote of confidence statement?
Yes, it is.
It's PR. Like he's not gonna last, but like I do feel like it could be harsh. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to be careful what you wish for, innit?
No,
I'm not trolling.
we don't need to be careful with Slot because we know Slot isn't going to improve.
Yeah.
Don't think
like
the Villa. Don't think the Villa game and the Real Madrid game is giving Slot any more chances. That is just to fool people. We have been dog shit. We have been dog shit.
Yeah, you've been dog shit since 2025. Yeah, logically, yeah.
We can't be going to Bournemouth. No disrespect to Bournemouth. We can't be going to Bournemouth and winning last minute. This is pathetic. A 10-man Newcastle, and we can't even be convincing in that game.
What about the players' mentality, though?
The players don't want to play for Slot. This is the truth.
Isn't that worrying? Isn't that worrying that you don't want to play
trust
for
his players? The problem with Slot, he doesn't trust his players. He's not giving them freedom, but wanting it his way. He doesn't trust his players.
Ravi, you know what it is? Yeah, you know what it is. Before I read this comment, what it is with Arne Slot, he's never had it this good.
Yeah,
he's never had it this good. A final. AZ Ahmed Akbar, whatever this bloody name is, right? Yeah. He had mediocre players, yeah, right? At Feyenoord, the same. Because what people got to understand, people are saying, well, he did win the league at Feyenoord, and he nearly won the league at AZ, and he won the DB something cup as well at Feyenoord. What you're talking about a needy league. It's not really at the end of the day a strong league. You know what I mean? Like the Dutch league, the Eredivisie is not a strong league.
Yeah, the Eredivisie is dusty, but like, but listen,
Minerals, 1 minute, yeah. What I'm saying today is that right, he's never had it so good with the players that he's got now. Do you know what I mean? Even when he came into this team, yeah, right, in his first season, never had it so good. Because remember the day, right? They brought in one player and he still hasn't played him properly. Chiesa, he still hasn't played him properly. Do you understand what I'm saying? So really and truly, he won that league and they were somebody else's team. All he had to do is just tune it up a little bit, and he was ready. He was good to go. I'm telling you, he didn't have to change much. Now it's come to the test of this season and say, right, yeah, right. What's happening is what I said was going to happen. I
Yep.
said this was going to
Facts.
happen for a long time. I said this is going to happen, and I got
Uh,
slated. I got insulted. I got
wow,
right.
words like
But
wow.
all on the minerals, right? I got slated, I got cussed, I've got all of it and everything that. But I foresee this was coming because what he was doing in his first season was not sustainable. It was not sustainable. And you saw that towards the end of the season when he started to lose games. Yeah. Cal said something today on coverage today, which I truly really agree with today. And Cal's my boy, trust me, I might generate that. Yeah. Right. He said it today, right? What was supposed to happen when you won the league when you won the league, right? What was supposed to happen today? You're supposed to remain professional. You're not supposed to go on holiday and lose in this game or losing that game. I mean, and
Exactly.
drawing this game when he's 2-0 up against Arsenal. He was 2-0 up against Arsenal, but yet you came out with a draw. Yeah. When Klopp at the day won the league, when Klopp won that league, right, that season, right, yeah, we finished on something like 90, 98 points or 99 points, some shit like that. Because what Klopp said, what Klopp's philosophy was the fact at the day, right? He ain't over until the last whistle blows at the end at the last game of the season. That's when it's over. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. When the 90 minutes is up at the last game of the season, that's when it's up. It don't matter if you won the league. You know what I mean? So Trudon says, "I'm not watching Liverpool as long as this fraud is in charge." I don't blame you, my friend. I don't blame you. And also Trudon said, "Cal went off last night." He did. Cal went proper off, but he was
Yeah,
talking. Yeah. So what are you saying,
I
Numbers?
I was saying I understand your frustrations, right? But
Go on.
and it's fascinating because like you said like you last season was unsustainable for Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? But for what's sustainable? What were you saying? You know, he came in last year. You know what I'm saying? You guys last year were hard to beat. You were hard to beat, yeah, and you done the basics. And the problem is these players are not doing the basics. Like
Yeah,
Arsenal
but
this season are doing the basics.
what you got, Minos, what you don't seem to understand. I don't know if you're not listening to me. Yeah. I said, and they for a long time, and Rabbi can vouch for this. Yeah, I said that Arlie Slot is not the right man for the job at Liverpool. He's not the right man for the job. He
Okay,
came into the club at the day, right, with to take over from a guy that with relatively no experience, hadn't done anything. Nobody knew him. You know what I mean? Yeah, he had no experience at the. So look, what he was doing last season and day, right, wasn't sustainable because the fact that in day, right, the cracks were showing. The cracks were showing with Slot. Yeah, the cracks showed in the FA Cup. Yeah, the cracks showed in the League Cup final. Remember, we got to the League Cup final and we got beaten by Newcastle. And I'll
they
tell you,
roughed you up.
hold on, I'll tell you one of the
Also, our
cracks of
last
the
couple,
day.
and also our
One of the
last
cracks
10
of the
games of the
day.
season as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'll
facts,
tell you
man.
one of the cracks. I'll tell you one of the cracks of the day that showed with Arne Slot. And I saw this last season. Yeah, when he's losing a game, yeah, he starts panicking. He starts panicking. And what he starts doing today, he starts taking off defenders and putting on attackers. Who does that?
I
Look what he
mean,
done. Look at he
he's
done.
going the hell for leather.
Look at he done. Look at we done today. He took off Konate at the end of the day, like he was the only problem. He took off Konate, right, and brought on an attacker. What's that all about?
Listen, let me explain to you that I'm a tactician too, yeah? You know what I'm saying? I know the game.
There's no tactics about that. There's no tactics about that.
Let me explain to you this.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. Minerals, you're not gonna try and spin me a yarn and everything that, right? Yeah, right. Because the fact that if you take off a defender and put on an attacker, the only thing you can do is put a midfielder as a replacement centre back. That is not tactical. Because the fact of the day, right? Yeah, Ryan Gravenberch is not a DM anyway. He's not a DM.
He's a number 8.
Then what you've done at you put a guy that hasn't really got the full defensive qualities. You've done put him in as a centre back.
But the thing is, you guys weren't saying this last season when he was performing well at DM.
Last season, we saw the cracks, Minerals, and we didn't like it.
Ravi, yeah. I swear, right, with Minerals, somebody Brock sticking in their ears. I'm sure somebody Brock sticking in their ears. You know what I mean? Because I've just got through telling him at the day.
You're not listening.
Early, me and Rods saw the cracks, and we were getting passed out every single day.
I said I didn't want this guy at the club. You know what I mean? Yeah, Cal, Marco Corleone, big up Marco Corleone. He goes, yeah, Cal was masterclass. He was. Cal was brilliant today on his show on Copper State. He was brilliant. He broke it down, man. He broke it down. He was just getting bare respected from people to believe. Yeah, so what are you saying now, JP? Talk to me.
Yeah, I was telling respectfully, Minerals, you had to listen. These guys, they call it. As I said before, Uncle Rods said it from the start. You know, after losing a manager like Jurgen Klopp, you wanted to have a manager with a little more prestige, a little more name, and for Rods and Ravi, they said that he wasn't the guy. I know about other YouTube streamers didn't like the appointment of Slot. Me personally, I was a little different. I always give a manager a chance, and then I will determine if you're a good manager or not, because I want to win things, right? And over the course of the season, I started to see the cracks as well. I started to see a little more negativity rather than the positive things I want to see in my manager. So, like, for instance, what I was explaining to Rods earlier is that if my manager cannot use the likes of Endo, Curtis Jones, Gomez, Bradley at the time, to rotate the squad to get my team ready for a Champions League crucial game against PSG, then I don't have manager at my club, because you telling me that you can't coach a Japanese international, a Northern Ireland captain, Gomez, who has won the league for Liverpool, to rotate my squad to give them a chance to win a Champions League game. Every time Slot was under pressure, you are Arsenal fan. You could support us on this. Every time Slot Liverpool dropped points, Arsenal didn't capitalize on it. So every time Slot was under pressure, he got away with it because Arsenal wasn't good enough at the time to put the pressure on us, right? So I'm not saying that I'm taking away Slot's Premier League. I thank you for that, Slot. You kept consistent. There are positive things that you did for us. But at the turn of this year, there is more negative checkpoints that you've seen from the manager than positive now, right? And when something is negative outweighing the positive, then you can't disagree with people who saying Slot out, because we're watching it right in our faces. All right, so.
Yeah, fair enough. I think,
sorry. Let me read some of these comments out, because I don't want to pile out. So Michael Corleone, big up Michael Corleone, enough love and respect. Gifty, bless him. He was Nunes till the end. so he's a wrong and strong kind of brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if you go back, I'm like, when Slot was appointed, and they had like a phone in. Do you know what I mean? They had a phone in on coverage, and I was on there. I was on there. I was on there saying that they done this. This is the wrong appointment, and Drifty was trying to talk me into the fact that they to say, well, no, it's a good appointment. I said, no, sir, ain't no good appointment. Copfather, big up Copfather. He says, once we won the league, I seen some worrying signs. It turned out we saw what happens when Salah stops scoring.
Yeah. Salah dropped
no,
off
I agree with that.
last
I agree
season.
with
Yeah,
that.
Salah
I agree
dropped
with
off.
that.
When did Salah drop off, Rods? Was wrong the PSG, the wrong the 16 as well.
Yeah.
But he wasn't performing. He was struggling for goals and assists around that time as well. That's why we dropped off so much too. So he
Oliver James. Sorry. Oliver James and says Arnie and his staff also had a whole month over the international break to brainstorm. They did. There's 11 of you in the chat at the moment, so like please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, man. We're gonna
100% on that. I agree with you, man. Yeah, I agree with your points. It's just my beliefs in it. But like,
Paul,
like,
one second. Paul's got to go in. I think now. Paul's got to go now. Paul, big up, man. Thanks for coming in. And
No problem at all. Do it again, mate.
Yeah, we'll do it again, definitely. We'll definitely do it again, bro. But enough love and respect goes out to you, bro, and you and your family. Yeah.
Okay, you take care.
Take care, brother. Take care, Paul.
Yeah, man, them, yeah. Like, it's just my beliefs in it with the Slot team. Like, I'm not gonna call you man out. Like, at the moment, yeah, you guys are being proven right. It's just like I'm not on this sucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Pause, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So another thing is for Slot, yeah, he just needs to have a consistent starting 11 and start Ekitike. You know what I'm saying? Drop Salah. If he does that, you know what I'm saying? If he does a few changes like that, then Liverpool can improve. But the question is, will he? And and guys, like, for me, I don't like the culture. For me, like, I also felt sentimentally that, like, it's kind of a switch up. You know, a manager won you the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Like, for me, it's like it feels like a switch up thing. You know what I mean? He came in, won you the league.
Yeah, but you're not. See, the thing is, the reason why it sounds like a switch up thing, yeah, sounds like a switch up thing in that is because you haven't really been listening to the fans, right? There's been certain sections of the fans, yeah, a lot of them that's called this out for a long time. They said yes at the end of the day. You know what? At the end of the day, it's like, you know, we're grateful at the end of the day that he won us the league, but there's still this situation in the day that's happening now. Now, what my argument is this, right? This is my argument in the day, right? We cannot keep on going on about this the league, winning the league, and that was last season. And that's and what I'm trying to say at the end of the day, right? Is this, you know, I say this to you at the end of the day, right? Before obviously I take you out because I'm gonna deal with the Liverpool supporters and Liverpool supporters. What I'm saying to you, right, is this, right? What happened last season is not going to help us now. It just doesn't help. It doesn't help us now. Last season was last season. We're dealing with the here and now. All right. And if you're not cutting it at the end of the day, in the here and now, which we knew at the end of the day this is going to happen, I'm sorry, you got to go. So
yeah, 100%. That's fair enough. That's your opinion.
So
but again,
what Minerals? Next time I do something,
it's like this, Minerals. Yeah,
come on.
Your manager won you the FA Cup, but you can't keep using that excuse. Oh, we keep him because he won us the FA Cup 7 years ago. You can't use that excuse.
Yeah, he's gone now. No.
No, but Rods, what I don't like about Slot is he's just arrogant. He wants to build the team round Salah. he doesn't rate Isaac. He doesn't rate Wirtz because they were club signings.
The things about it, right? Now it's obviously just us three now. The things about him, Arne Slot was never the caliber of manager that we wanted. He's Brendan Rodgers 2.0.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Do you know what I mean, JP? He's Brendan Rodgers 2.0.
I agree.
You agree with me. Do you know what I mean?
Rods in the joining interview, he was talking like Brendan Rodgers in the joining interview. This is what pissed me off. And this is why I didn't rate him from the start. When he started speaking like Brendan Rodgers in the joining interview, saying he knew how to win this, he knows about big games. He doesn't know nothing, this guy. He even admitted it, Rods, in his post-match interview, that he doesn't know how to play against low block.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to say. Trudon says, I don't think this was Trudon. We got Trudon each and every time because I don't think Alisson is world class anymore. We're no better with him in goal. In goal over Mamadashvili. Still concede goals regardless of the keeper. I don't agree about the world class thing because I do feel that sort of like Alisson is world class. I do feel that. Do you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. But yeah, you're entitled to your opinion. Big up Trudon. Michael Corleone says we basically rushed the league in 4 months of form. Then since 2025 only has been average at best. We need a big personality at Anfield. I agree with that. Let's read some more. Let's get some more. Yeah. Copfather says Salah dropped off usually after Christmas. If we have 2 fit strikers, then play them as strikers. We don't need wingers now. Yeah, play a 4-4-2 in it. Play 4-4-2. That's what I say.
What I don't like is this 2 in midfield business. We always get cooked with 2 in midfield. 3 is better. There's more security there. But he decides to play 2 in midfield. We can cope with that, and then look how we get cooked in midfield.
Marco Corleone says, "Good show anyway, bro. You should do more bigger panel shows." I will do, I will do. Trust me, I will do. I will do, man. Fuck it.
But Rods, listen to this, yeah. How do you choose to place a Bozolai at right back over Frimpong and Bradley, who are the right backs?
It beats me, fella. It beats me.
And I understand, yeah, if you've got players who are injured for a long time and you've got no other options, then you have to makeshift. But when players are fit and you're choosing to makeshift over the real players.
Yeah, it beats me, fella. Michael Corleone says, if a manager at Asda, if I'm a manager at Asda and I perform brilliant in 2024, then 2025 is the shitstorm. Workers messing around. The store is a mess every day. I'll get sacked. That's a fact. That is fact. That is facts. Oliver James says, today was loss of patience. Even during our low times, we still played for at least a draw if things weren't going well. That's true. That is true. Trudon says Brendan Rodgers at least played entertaining football. Well, you could give him that actually.
Rods, at the game today, yeah, I had people I knew who went to the game. I don't know if you know that girl, Tammy Redman. I don't know if you know her.
Right.
Yeah, she was at the game because she lives in Liverpool. And even she was saying, she made a post and said, I can't believe it. I even left the game early. That's not like me. That's how bad things got. She left the game early.
Cameron says, like the stream, guys, support the channel. Thank you very much, Cameron.
But what does that say? If people are leaving the game early, what does that say, Rods?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It don't say much, does it? It don't say much. You know what I mean? Trudon says the football was tolerable last season because we won. That's a good point. That's a good point. Skynet, Benjamin Whistle. Yeah, man. Benjamin, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, man, because it looks like you're new around there, my boy. Slot lost the plot. He has actually. Is it called? Michael Corleone says, play Gomez right back. We might be more solid. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought he was going to do. I thought actually.
Rods, just a quick one. Yeah, have you heard this rumor? I don't know if it's true. You know, Costas is at Roma.
Costa.
You know, Costas Tsimikas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's at Roma, ain't he? They don't want him anymore. So I heard that he's coming back to Liverpool. What does that mean?
Apparently so. Apparently he's come back to Liverpool.
Yeah, because they admitted that he's not good enough for them. They don't want him.
Yeah.
So how are we going to fit him in then if we're playing Kirkes and Robertson?
Search me, mate. Search me. JP, give me your last words on this shitstorm, JP.
Bro, I mean, people have their job, right? I do like to take a man bread off the table, but at the end of the day, we in our results business. And if you're not producing the results, you have to be fair across the board, especially for the standard of what Liverpool have. I do think this manager is up to the standard. His player management is poor. His tactics is non-existent. His style is weak. The crowd not him excited anymore. So for me, I just will back Liverpool as a fan, but I'm not expecting anything because this manager sticking with his same old tactics, same stubbornness. I don't know what it is with these Dutch managers. They just stubborn and they don't want to change, all right? And is going to get worse from here. And I just hope that the manager that comes in for him soon will help us to at least get a trophy this season with these players.
Ravi, last words.
What I'm saying is just like we've got to buck our ideas up, man. The board. Have you heard this now? They're not looking to give him a 3-year deal. They've stalled the contract, haven't they?
Are you surprised?
You won't be surprised because look at it. But what I'm saying is like, why are we've got the ammo there. This is what I don't understand. We've got the ammo there. How are we not using it to the best of our capabilities? If Pep was in charge of us, he'd get this team singing, wouldn't he?
I'll tell you what, yeah. One second. Do you know why? And we've got the best ammo. You know why? We it's not being used at the end of the day to its best ability. I'll tell you why. Because our head coach.
Wow. Woo! Bravo, you fucking idiot.
Oh my! But Slot, man, he's just arrogant. Why he doesn't want to change things when things are going wrong.
You know what it is? I have got one message for Arnie Slot. One message and one message only.
Please, fuck right off.
Rods, you seen that meme that someone's made, an AI meme of Klopp punching Slot in the face? You seen that one?
I've seen that one.
Yeah, that's what you need right now.
JP, man, I just don't understand how we've gone from winning the league to being rock bottom. You know what I mean? It doesn't make no sense, does it?
Yeah, you
All
know,
right, listen,
Slot will go on him,
I've got to
anyway.
go. You know, I've got to
Yeah,
go.
bro.
It's been
Now, big
over.
up Rods, man.
I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do another one of these. I'm gonna do
Now,
another
big
one.
up
Yeah,
JP,
for
man.
sure.
Now, respect to you, brothers, man.
Yeah,
And
man, respect that.
JP, how are you?
JP, now just a quick one. Rod's quick one. Yeah, JP, I was listening to you when you were talking to Footy Reacts, and he
Yeah,
couldn't believe that you were Slaughter. He could not believe that.
yeah. You
He
see,
couldn't believe. And when
Right,
you dropped
yeah,
all
man.
the facts, you weren't even being rude or anything.
yeah,
You were just saying the true facts. He couldn't believe it.
yeah. He was like, "Yeah, boy, JP, but you're really sounding wrong."
Now, but when you broke
Hey,
it
Rod,
down,
let me give
it
an
was the true
example.
facts.
Yeah, when it's like I tell a man, "Hey, roti is one of the best things you'll taste in your life, boy."
hey, I want some doubles, you know. I want some
And he
doubles,
say,
man.
nah. They
I
know
want
when they
some
give
doubles, man.
how you feel? Yeah, it's like that.
I want some. Listen, when I come to Trinidad, you know,
Yeah.
I come right to your house, you know. I
Yeah,
want
that's
some
cool,
doubles,
man. That's
man.
cool, man. That's cool,
I want
man.
some doubles.
We're straight by the roti shop, hot shop. Yeah, straight by the roti shop. Yeah,
Hey, do you not drink Marby?
yeah.
Hey, we have some
Yeah.
Marby back here, you know. Jesus,
Yeah.
mercy, man. With some aniseed. What? I gotta buy some for Christmas time, you know. You know, I'm got a big bag of Marby bar. Yeah, man, big bag of Marby because my nephew's is in the Navy, yeah, and he was born and grew up in St. Vincent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he might be links, you know, because he's been in the Navy in England for years. He might be links, you know. So anything he wants, he get. And he got me my mum, which is his gran. He got a big when he come over with a big bag of Marby. He gets, you know, Jesus Christ, Marby, big man. You know, hold on. Let me just read out some of these comments before I go. Yeah, this one here. Let me just do. It goes. This is from Travis. Big up, aunts. I messed like. Was it? I messed like 2 months there in September. I was sure we were winning the league again, and now I'm in pain and sick.
Yeah.
What's it called? Oliver James saying no ball jokes, Rods. Nah, man, I ain't gonna do no ball joke. Look, I'm bored myself. I couldn't make a joke after that, man. No, man, I ain't gonna do that. But listen, guys, thanks for jumping on.
Yeah, man. Anytime, bro.
Now, big up Rods. Now, big up JP, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
and I'll be doing more shows than this, like this. Still, I'll be doing more shows like this, and when I do that, I'll give you the link. And I'll give you the link.
Yeah, nice one, Rods. Now, big up, man.
Right, big up, bless up, one love, right?
Yeah, take it easy, man.
Later, guys.
Take care. Yeah, so guys, and thanks for joining me this evening. Please share this stream and also hit the likes on it and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I should have another live on Wednesday, right? Because I'll hopefully be doing a show with Cal. I'm gonna try and get Dino on there as well. Do you know what I mean? So we can have a talk about football and stuff. Yeah. So listen, it is what it is. Foresee this thing. This is gonna happen. All this is gonna happen and stuff. Oliver James says, hopefully we can navigate Champ League better. Yeah. Well, that's our only hope in it, really, my friend. Big up Oliver James, man. Thanks for joining in. So, guys, yeah, I'll catch you guys again. Excuse me, sorry. I'll get you guys again very soon. Thank you for joining me. Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 3 at home. And Ross, why didn't we get Inzaghi? No, I want Inzaghi. I just don't want him. I rather, you know what? I fucking rather have Jose Mourinho at this rate, man. Tell him. Yeah, so guys, take care, and I'll see you soon. Like, subscribe, and share this stream as well. Share this stream as well. Oh, who's this? Joe Oliver Inter Milan are gonna abuse us. Yeah, facts. You're right. You know what I mean? Right, guys, take care. See you soon. Love and respect. Big up. Take care. Bye bye now.